All right. What's up, everybody? You know what? Screw it. It's training montage time. Because... yeah, this week has sucked. This week has really, really sucked. So, honestly, my mood might not be the best. So, what's up, Jason? Appreciate that, man. Yeah, this has just not been a good week. But I did promise a special announcement, and I do have one. I'll probably be saying it throughout the stream, so anyone new who jumps in and doesn't hear it, remind me to let them know. Special announcement. My second book, the full draft, is almost done. So hopefully in the next before this year is out, or before the summer's out, actually, I would love it if I could do it before the summer's out. No, I appreciate that, Kate. Thank you. But hopefully before the summer's out, I will be able to have a new book ready for y'all. But yeah, I'm gonna do training stuff today because I'm not in the mood to do anything like story wise. Sorry. Thank you for the woo. Let's go back to Necro of Nebrodis. At most, I can judge how well I'm doing by how much not dying I do there. Wait. You know what? Actually, yeah. Let me save 2 places because I'm gonna see if I decide to completely ignore what I'm about to do or if I'm gonna stick with it. Because you know what? Screw it. I'm in a gaming but in a very specific way mood. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drink. I'm kidding. That was a joke. I'm not drinking. I did not start this game in April, did I? Or March? Oh my god! Have I played this game for like 3 months? Are you for real? That's kind of sad and also hilarious. Okay. So we have saved there. And that's going to be open when we go back, I hope. So, alright. Welcome to Moogle and Kupo. Yeah. So, hopefully in the next month or two, because see, so the draft is mostly done. You know what I always want to do? I always want to do like a either stream or video talking about like the fan fictions I've written. And I think I need to do that. I think I need to finally sit down and do that. And that way, because like discussing writing process with fan fictions is not that different from what I do for my actual writing, but I feel like I'll give less away in terms of like actual characters and storylines. Sorry. How do I say everybody? You know, let's start with... Okay. So, for Fran, I do want to keep Archer. But I also wanted to give her Monk. Are you effing kidding me? You can't have two people have the same one. That's interesting. Oh. I'm doing that again because that. Dang it. Oh, that's. I like that. Oh yeah, everyone. Oh, that's even more fun. That's even more fun that you can't have people have the two of the same one. That's even better. I take it back. Everyone's getting a redo. I actually. Oh, that got me excited. I don't know why I'm so excited. I really don't. But I just like that made me so happy. They really make you stick with the. Oh yeah. The Mughals are they're fantastic. Oh. Yep. Everybody gets a redo. I want to squish them. I wonder if there are like little Moogle stuffed animals, like that are life size. Okay. Yep. All right. Ooh wee. Okay, I know where I want to start with him. He still gets knight. Okay. And she still gets archer. However, this is where the fun begins. I have two. Oh wait, actually, qu'est-ce que c'est? Because I can give this to either her or Vaughn. But I think I want to give Bushi to... Okay, you know what? Why not? Oh, wait. Aha! I remember now. Oh, wait! Aha! Second question. Wait, can you do it now? I was wrong. You can choose two of the same. Oh, that's even better. Because no offense, but which one was the worst? Yeah, Footbreaker, I don't really much care for it, honestly. Okay, let's give everybody their initial one first. Oh, I have to give her one right now. Okay. I didn't want to give her Black Mage again. I wanted to give her... Let's give her Monk. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And now I'll give her back Red Battle Mage, because that one was actually pretty good with her. Just that Foe Breaker didn't work. Okay, now this one. Although... him having Foe Breaker could work. That would mean one of these don't get used, though. Well, let's see. What's up, Bat Scorpion? Ooh, that's right. Someone doesn't have Time Battle Mage. That's who... We give her Shikari. I think I'll give her back White Mage, because she did really well with that. I need one of these. I need one of them Black Mage, one of them Time, and then I can give him. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing now. Cool, Bat Scorpion. Anything else going on in your crazy so-called life? We're all in this crazy thing so-called life. I've had a terrible week, but I'm hanging out with all of you, so that makes it better. Oh crap, it got rid of the gambits too. I completely forgot about that part. Son of a seafaring biscuit. I get Black Mage Devon. Okay, so Time Battle Mage is this one. So Foe Breaker will probably end up not getting used. Unless... Hold on. Okay. We watched Sheep Detectives at my parents' house last Sunday. And I immediately asked my sister, what the heck do you have us watching? But And I cannot believe I'm saying this. Easily an amazing movie. I was like, how is this movie so freaking good? Nah, I just really, you know what? Nah, I think I'm just gonna leave Codebreaker empty because I really wasn't feeling that one. All right, so sorry guys, this is gonna take a while, but anyway, but no, the Sheep Detectives was freaking-tastic. I loved it. I was actually sad at several points till I couldn't believe I was sad. I was like, I know I'm not crying at this sheep movie. I know I'm not crying at this sheep movie. I know I am not crying at this sheep movie. I was crying at the sheep movie. I was not okay with that part. It's because it's so good. And how dare it be that good? Who asked for that? Didn't Phil and Christopher Miller also do the Lego movie and animate? Okay, if those are the two behind it, then it suddenly makes a lot of sense. Because the Lego movie also should not have been half as good as it was. And don't even get me started on Lego Batman. What the hell? What were we watching? Yeah, Sheep Detectives, absolutely. Just, I was like, I know good and damn well I am not emotional at this sheep movie. I know good and damn well. But I was emotional at the sheep movie. Bad Scorpion, you missed the beginning of the stream, so you missed my special announcement. So, for those of you, like Bad Scorpion who missed it, special announcement. The full draft of my second book is nearly done. So, hopefully, my hope is for before the end of the summer. So by hopefully late August, early September. Do you remember? Okay. I will have a full draft done. And we will go from there. Not gonna tell you the name and everything yet, but I will say, I've been very much looking forward to this. It's been a long ride, and it's been totally worth it. So, thank you. That is the big news. That is the big surprise. I was holding back. Yeah. So we're gonna new book is loading as we speak. Well, not as we speak because I'm playing this right now. But over the weekend, I got to do some more stuff with it. More edits, more writing, more planning as far as where we're going next. And then I'll give more info as I feel it necessary to announce. But just know this: I have been working on it for a long time. I finally got it to a point where I think it's ready. So I'll put it that way. And I'm super excited. I can't wait for y'all. I can't wait for y'all to read it. I can't wait for y'all to see it. It's going to be good. I'm actually quite proud of this one. I don't say that often, but I'm very proud of this one. It's been like I said, a long time coming and everything. So yeah. And thanks guys for talking to me. You've already brightened up my mood considering I was having a terrible day. I'll go ahead and kind of explain a little bit why. I can say some stuff without getting in trouble. Not the best week at work. I'll just put it that way. It was very trying and taxing on me a lot. And also, what's actually killing my mood right now, I forgot DreamCon was this weekend. And I had no money and no way to go. I had to get something at my house fixed. And I was just not financially ready to go. And Cree Summer is there. I think she'll be there all weekend and I can't go. And I love Cree Summer. I love Cree Summer. She's one of my favorite actresses and voice actresses in the world. I loved her as Freddy in Different World. I love her in every voice. She's Max Gibson. You know what? Screw it. Will she be there Sunday? I might drive up there Sunday. I might see if someone can like spot me at 20 and go up there Sunday. Cause I love Cree Summer. Yeah, I think the real problem is I think having Foe Breaker was just kind of like pointless. Yep, sorry y'all. I know this. I knew this was gonna take forever, and I that's why I wanted to do this off stream. But like, this week has just been not good for doing stuff off stream. And for those wondering, yes, I am still sitting here considering if I'm going to drive up to Houston on Sunday to meet Cree Summer and leave. It is not the craziest thing I've ever done. I've driven many miles to meet a celebrity and go home. I've driven many miles to meet a wrestler and go home. Yeah, I'm actually sitting here thinking about it. I really am. But yeah, that's part of the reason for my mood today. Is like I just you know. We don't have a problem. This is a calm stream. Well, thank you, Jason. I'm going for calm stream, and I think also, I think the wrestling news from Monday also has kind of killed this week for me. I'm still pissed about that. I am still very pissed about that. Oh my god. And now they're clearly and now they're doing what everyone said they were going to do. Aw, thank you, Bad Scorpion, for the hugs. That means a lot. I appreciate it. And now they're doing at SummerSlam what we all said they were going to do, and that's also lame and stupid. It's going to be CM Punk and what is his name? Cody Rhodes. Oh my god, I forgot Cody's name for like 5 seconds there. That shows you how annoyed I am. I forgot Cody Rhodes' name. This is Genji armor. Is that what you get for beating Gilgamesh? Yes, Kate, the fight was epic. I wonder if you're still watching. You're probably feeding cats. I'm gonna laugh if I'm right and she's feeding cats. I bet she is. I bet she's listening to me say she's feeding cats and is laughing because I said she's feeding cats and she can't reply yet because she's feeding cats. God, I hope I'm right. That would just make that would make a lot about today so much better. And then I gotta review everybody's gambits and license. Yeah, so yeah, this is gonna be just a chill stream. I ain't gonna lie. Fed him earlier. Ha! Okay, cool. All right, I'm cool being wrong. I'm gonna have to be given the tragedy of a week I've had. You know what I kind of hope one day? I hope like my stream becomes like More like just seriously just background noise to someone's like party. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, if that makes any sense. Like, I hope like one day like my stream was just like, you know, people like put it on like they're like just doing something like having a party at their house, and they're like, it's like what should we watch? Hey, let's put on let's just listen to that guy Tommy rant about whatever randomish is going on in his life today. And like, yeah, that sounds good. Ooh, I might have just screwed Balthier over in terms of weapons he can use. Oh God, I just realized that. Yeah, he might be backline dude forever from now on. Whoops, my bad, Balthier. I think I just kind of screwed you there, bro. That's on me. I'm sorry. Because he has guns and crossbows. Neither are particularly useful in fights because they take forever to like load up. Ooh, my bad, bro. Mavis has yet to have her evening treat, though. Aha! Imagine that wrestling. Imagine that in a wrestling event or a con. Imagine which one, Jason. Sorry, my bad. I forget what I said. That imagine which one at a wrestling event or a con. Cool thing about the license boards, I will say, is when you do like some of the ones like the gambits, they do take over to carry over to the other board. So you don't have to like buy some of the things twice. You streaming those events? Oh, me streaming? Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Imagine if I stream like during an actual match though. That'd be hilarious. Like a Casey Black Rose Diego Rene match. I still say Princess Pretty from Blackbird said for everyone to subscribe to subscribe to my channels and stuff. That's what I heard. I don't know what everybody else heard, but that's what I heard. The life of a JRPG gamer. I was at my other job today, and they brought up an old school game from the '90s, old school PS1 game. If anyone remembers a game called Legend of Dragoon. Legend of Dragoon was monster back in the day. I don't know if you can find it anymore. Matter of fact, I meant to look to see. Hold on. Hold on. This is new. I've never done this before. I want to check something real quick. I already have this, so I'm not checking the price. I'm checking the price of this. Is this a this is PS5? Okay. Yeah, but where's the other?
100 heroes banded together.
Hold on. Where's the other one? This was what I was looking for. Ah, crap! It's not on sale anymore. I missed the sale. Okay, I'll have to wait for the next time around. All right. Now back to the original thing I was looking for. You know what? That's gonna take too long to type. Let's just type. There it is. Wait, Panzer Dragoon? I remember that game too. Was that on the PS2? They remade this? I didn't know that. I had no idea they remade Panzer Dragoon. That's interesting. I might have to check that out, but no, go back. I was looking for this one. So they do have it on here. Okay. I think I played this like once when I was a kid, and I think it's at somebody else's house. I can't remember whose house though. Okay. I just wanted to see that. All right. I think I side quested while I'm playing an RPG, and I side quested inside a side quest. That's hilarious. You know what's gonna be funny? When I completely forget I redid this and wonder why everybody's stuff is different, which is bound to happen. I still hadn't even given a half of those espers. So it's kind of just as well I'm doing this because I can finally start giving espers to people if I remember. And it's just why I'm doing this as well, because now I can go back and if I'm missing any license points, I can just go back to Necrol of Nabardis, which is, I guess, going to be my unofficial annoying place to grind. And just go back and grind. Level up, by that, is what I mean by that, by the way. What do you guys think? Is it crazy for me to drive 3 hours to Houston just to meet Cree Summer? I mean, the answer for me is absolutely yes, but what do y'all think? I think it'd make for one heck of an adventure. Like Bilbo Baggins going on the journey to the Lonely Mountain. To dungeons deep and caverns tall. We must away by break of day to achieve our long forgotten gold. If nothing else, Lord of the Rings had some of the best freaking music. There, like 2 songs that they have can like bring me to tears if need be. One of them is The Last Goodbye. Man, listen, look. Last Goodbye, if I hear Last Goodbye and I'm not ready to hear it, I can just be like it's so good. No, I saw the light fade from the sun. Oh, I forget the words. I usually know. I guess because like my body's like, nope. If you remember that, you're gonna start crying. Go on the adventure. Of course, yep. You know, my friends are insane. Of course, they would absolutely advise me to do that. I love y'all so much. I think I'm quite ready for another adventure. I wonder. Okay, thinking too much. I gotta plan some things out. Because honestly, I would just go for like a couple hours and then drive back. You know what? You know what's funny right now? I'm imagining while I'm doing this, like the group is standing in front of Mont Blanc discussing their license, like you know, like how we do every like I said every time. But now I'm like after he redid the board, they're just like talking to each other, and he's just like watching them be like, "How did y'all get anything done before?" So I've been watching clips of the show Vox Machina, Legend of Vox Machina, and the Mighty Nine. Why did no one tell me those were so good? Because like just from the clips I'm watching, I'm hooked. Thinking of one of the many things where too much and too little can be harmful. Yeah, fair. That's a good one. I guess one reason why I don't like do crazy stuff a lot is because I worry that like I will go too far one way or the other. At the same time, though, well, let me make sure Kristen will be there Sunday. If she'll be there Sunday, then I'm going. If she won't be, then I'll just chalk this up and I'll think of it later. And see, I didn't get into it because I didn't know about it, so I didn't really dive into it. And then I'm seeing these clips everyone's talking about, oh man, Legend of Vox Machina, it's so good. And it's like, okay, what is it? And so I've spoiled some things for myself. Like there's some things about it that I know I shouldn't know that I've already spoiled for myself. And I fully admit that, that's on me. But at the same time though, I'm like, yo, why did nobody go into further detail about this? Mighty Nine didn't really get its hooks into me as the last couple of episodes of the first season. I feel like there's a lot of stories, anime shows that do that for me too. It's like, this is okay. I've seen better. And then like the last few episodes or something will hit, and I'm like, oh, now I get it. Now, okay, that kind of thing, I was wondering why everyone's license boards are set up like why are Balthier and Fran right after Vaughn? And I was like, oh wait, that's how everyone met. I wow, it really was back in April when I played this, because I forget how everyone met each other. I felt like that there was you know what really did that with me, but in a much more it took a while way. One Piece. I did not care for One Piece at first. I really didn't. I stopped watching it sometime early in the show. I was like, this isn't really for me. But a friend of mine, one of my best friends, her little brother, I don't know if he still is a diehard was a diehard One Piece fan. And this is probably 15, 20 years ago. It was 2006. This might have been about 20-ish years ago when he told me this. Again, how long One Piece has been around. He's like, oh no, dude, you got to watch it now. It's so good. I was like, okay, what's going on? So he showed me the Rob Lucci fight that Luffy has with him in his lobby. I was so in awe. I said out loud, how the heck did we get here? How did we go from the show I was watching to this stuff? Okay, I'm in. Let me go and watch it. And so then I went back and watched the other stuff, because of course, in this lobby takes place later. So, I went back and watched the Arlong arc and everything after that. And I was like, oh, I stopped watching this show way too early. It did get good later. It got real good later. So I gotta give One Piece its props. It really did have a not a slow burn, just not an immediate burn like a lot of anime go for. And I think that's for the best. And also, Luffy, really, really good protagonist. really good main character. I think he's got the charm of like kind of like the innocence of Goku with the tenacity of Naruto, but with the like wonder of an actual kid. Like, and what I mean by that is he is doing all this for the adventure's sake, to become pirate, and of course to become Pirate King. But I think he cares more about the adventure than anything else. And I think and I mean that as a plus, because when you get a character who does it purely for the love of the game, that's really cool to me. Gotta try resuming One Piece watching at some point. I say you should. And I will say this, Bad Scorpion, if you want to just know like what key episodes to watch to get the overall gist, and then like hit some of the major plot points, I feel like you should find some guides online. If you, I can even tell you some, because there are certain moments in that show that do hit way more when you know the story behind them. I mentioned the Arlong arc. There's a scene in that when you see it in context, it's one of the most powerful scenes in any anime I've ever seen. It really is. I can't even express how much it's like, no, that scene. That scene actually, to me, is, if I kept watching One Piece long enough, that would have been the scene where I was like, oh no, wait, I'm hooked. I'm in for good here. And then actually all of Enies Lobby was like, nope, they got me. So it's literally it's really like no, I'm not gonna watch it anymore. I'm not gonna watch it. All of Enies Lobby, and it's the Rick and Morty meme. You son of a bitch. Amen. But no, I feel like One Piece really does. And now, the writer that I am is mad jealous of. I zoomed out. That's right. It says I hit R2 by accident. One of my mutuals is or was in the bridge. Haha, that's awesome. But I'm jealous of Oda, the creator of One Piece, because that level of detail in your writing that you have to have planned out 20 plus years ago, that you did not even touch on for decades, solely so you could be like, I had a plan for that all along, and actually be telling the truth. How dare you be so talented, you amazing writer, you. Did you understand how offensive that is, to be that good at writing? It hurts my feelings. Said, you good writer, you. How dare you? No, there is stuff I can confidently tell you about, Scorpion. There is stuff in One Piece that you thought had no connection. It did. It all did. And to the point where the stuff that he's not said intentionally, I'm like, oh, he's bringing that back around soon. We're just waiting for it, and I know it's coming back around, because he's proven that he can do that. He's proven he can be like, oh no, I have a plan for that. I'm just not going to tell you what it is yet. And you're like, why? He's like, because I'm Oda and I can now, and all of you will love me for it. And we're like, yeah, he's basically Stephen King if Stephen King wrote anime and wasn't as crazy. Because like Oda may be crazy, but he ain't Stephen King crazy. I don't think anybody's Stephen King crazy. Brandon Sanderson might be Stephen King crazy, only because of how much he writes. Not for what he writes. I think Stephen King is crazy because of what he writes. Brandon Sanderson is crazy for how much he writes. So, Brandon Sanderson is a madman. He's like Megatron. He must be stopped no matter the cost. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. After all is said and done, you never walk, you never run, you fighter. It's in the blood, it's in the will, It's in the mighty hands of steel when you stand in your ground. You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough. You got the touch. You got the power. When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. You got the heart. You got the motion. Sorry, sorry. I thought of the song that is legitimately one of my favorite songs of all time. Thanks, guys. I really am glad I'm streaming right now. You guys have no idea how much this actually improved my mood. Like I'm not even kidding. You guys jumping in, talking and everything. This legit made my day a million times better. Thank you. I'm serious. This and what I'm about to say, this was early days of YouTube and Facebook. Early days of YouTube and Facebook. There was someone did a highlight video of the wrestler Sting. And they set it to The Touch by Stan Bush from the Transformers movie. It was one of my favorite music videos I'd ever seen. Along with that, this is so funny. One of my favorite Eminem songs. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Comes from someone did a music video of the wrestler Homicide. I know Bat Scorpion, who doesn't watch wrestling, is like, these are wrestler names. And actually, Bat Scorpion, I can confirm one thing: the wrestler whose name is Homicide, one of the nicest guys in the world. I have talked to him. He used to come to San Antonio a lot, and every time he was here, he was the nicest guy in the world. I actually miss seeing him, man, because he was so cool. Every time Homicide was down here, he was cool. He was I mean, he is New York all day. Like, he is so freaking New York. Like I know very few people more New York or could possibly be than him. But no. So there's a song by Eminem called "Till I Collapse." It's featuring the late great Nate Dogg. May he rest in peace as well. Someone made a music video for Homicide to "Till I Collapse," and it's one of my favorite. And I wish I could find it somewhere, but God knows that's lost in the internet ether. No, Till I Collapse is probably my favorite Eminem song, to the point where it actually, another bit of trivia and lore for you guys. If I always thought if I ever became a wrestler, that would be my entrance song. No joke. I always thought Till I Collapse would be my wrestling entrance song. The intro is a bit long, so I would cut the intro. But I always thought cut the intro down some. But I always thought if I ever become a wrestler, this would be my entrance song. I mean, it's not. I mean, the dream's not entirely dead. DDP didn't start wrestling till he was in his late 30s, or because then he was 36. I'm 38. I would be surprised if Homicide is also new a metal band. It's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. There's gotta be some kind of like what? I don't know, Metal Homicide or something like that. There's gotta be a metal band with that name somewhere out there, right? Hold on. Why would this one get MP? I don't understand. I don't remember there being magic in this one. Anyway, but no. Early days of YouTube and Facebook, before anyone was even watching or remotely paying attention. Also, funny story. That's how I got into Linkin Park. I saw a lot of wrestling music videos made to Linkin Park songs, and that's how I discovered Linkin Park. Or discovered, like I booked them. Found Linkin Park. I used to watch wrestling music videos all the time, and a ton of them had Linkin Park to them. Yeah, the band is in Santiago, Chile, has been active since 1988. Yo, what's going on in Santiago, Chile? Their band is called Homicide. Hey, yo! Either they know how to party or it is crazy out there. Can it be both? I feel like some of these boards are the same, and some of them are different for the characters. I feel like this Oolong one for Bosch is way different than it was for Balthier. It's considered one of the best places for... Really? Well, if I ever decide to move out of the country, I guess Santiago, Chile is going to be one of the spots I have to consider. Although, who am I kidding? If I ever move out of the country, I'm going to Japan. Why am I even lying to myself? God, I want to live in Japan so bad. Do y'all know there's a friend of mine found that there's a whole, like, subculture in Japan of people who dress like, cholas and chicanos? I didn't know that until a friend of mine told me. And that's like, so if I moved to Japan, I could find, essentially, people who look like who I grew up around. So, and I said immediately, so why don't I live there right now? What am I doing with my time? One of the best places, or even the best place, though it competes with. Yo, I'm a little upset that like other countries are so metal, and I'm just now finding out about it. They can, I mean, like, I'm not saying they can't be metal. I mean, for God's sakes, do your thing, boo. But I'm saying, how come I'm just now knowing this? Like, what am I doing with my time? The more I got into rock and metal, the more my extended family started to worry about me for a little while. True story. True story. They started to worry. A lot of family worried about me for like the longest time. But my parents never did, and do you want to know why? Because my grades never slipped, and I was graduating, and I. This is the funniest reason. I never brought home any extra kids. When I didn't get any girl pregnant, like premature, nothing like that, they were like, we don't give. My parents were like, we don't give a damn. This is. When I made it out of my 20s with no outside kids, I think my parents were like, we don't care what that boy do. Though I doubt they could have predicted that Power Rangers would have as much impact on my life as it did. Because Lord knows I never stopped watching it, and Lord knows that it's definitely opened doors for me I never thought it would. So this is the same. I wonder how it's going to look for Ash. My dad said I was totally fine with it. I think... So here's the thing. I think with my family, when it came to the rock music in the middle, I'm sure my parents... I say, here's the funny thing. My parents didn't let me listen to a lot of rap growing up. They really didn't. The only rap I had to listen to was like if it was in something else. So like the Poke rap, I could do that. That was fine. Here's the funniest example of rap I got away with as a kid. The Space Jam soundtrack. If y'all remember the original Space Jam movie, that was like about the only rap I could get away with because it was it's from the Bugs Bunny movie. How bad could it be? Little did they know that there's a song with LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, Method Man, one of the guys from Cypress Hill, and who else was on? It was five. It was like Coolio. Yeah, because I remember that song. Like that song was like the rap Avengers of the '90s, and like they had like everybody who was worth talking about in the '90s on that soundtrack. The song was called "Hit 'Em High," by the way. If I hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, and you hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em low. If I hit 'em high, hit 'em high, hit 'em high, and you hit 'em low, hit 'em low, hit 'em low, and damn it, they all went. Everybody who had a verse in that song did they damn thing. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. That was one of the hardest soundtracks I ever heard in my damn life. I still to this day be like, hey yo, when they said hit 'em high, they meant that itch, bro. Might have said not so much, but they weren't really words because yeah. See that? Okay. Oh, that's what I was saying. So my family wasn't really worried because I was always in church. I mean, I still am, but like back then even more so. Like in the when I was in high school, middle school, I was in church like a lot for choir. Because okay, so let me take y'all back a bit. And my grandfather had a church, and in fact, it's still open. It's on the east side of San Antonio here, called First Providence Baptist Church. So my mom and my sister sang. They were the only choir. Rappers for Jordan. Yeah, in the '90s, dude. Yeah, Jason, 100%. They're like for Michael Jordan. Yeah, we'll all be on the soundtrack. I'm sure even the ones who had beef with each other. Now we can put it aside for Jordan in the Looney Tunes movie. I bet half of them were Looney Tunes fans anyway. Anyway, no, so I was in church all the time. My mom and my sisters were essentially the choir at our church. I was a bit too shy to sing with them back then. Can y'all imagine me shy? But I was on the usher board with a lady who I love her to this day. I'll never forget her. Sister Gloria Wallace. Sister Wallace was one of my favorite people in the world. She passed a good number of years back. Broke my heart when she died, man. She was one of the sweetest people. I love Sister Wallace. Oh my God. I still talk to her granddaughter every now and again. No, I was in fact when she passed, her obituary picture was one of the few pictures they had of her. It was of me and her, the little itty bitty Tommy from when I was on the usher board. The Ursher board. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can find that picture real quick. I think y'all get a kick out of it. Hold on. I think I'll really get a kick out of this picture if I can find it. Is that it? Oh, that's her. Oh, I found one with her and my grandma. Aw, her and Nana. But okay. So this is the best one I have. Okay. So let me move it around. I'm adjusting here on the OBS so you guys can see it. And there it is. Yeah. That's the picture they had. Look at me, dude. Oh, God, I was so short. That was my little junior usher badge ribbon right there. Yeah. Oh, man, I haven't looked at this picture in a minute. Let's see if I can make it a little larger. See if I can see it a little better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Oh, sister of all. Oh, man. I see that picture just bringing back memories, dude. She was no nonsense, dude, but she was so cool. She's one of the sweetest people in the world to me. Yeah, she was so cool. But no, so no, growing up, so I grew up in church. I joined the usher board because my thing with my parents is they wanted me to do something in church. Like they wanted me to be part of some kind of ministry, right? So I joined the usher board, and and it was cool. But when my aunt, actually she wasn't technically my aunt. She was my mom's best friend ever since they were kids. I just called her my aunt. And her kids were not related to me, and I could call them my cousins. That's how black families work. So when my aunt was at this new church, my church now, True Vine, they had a lot more kids over there. Now, First Providence didn't really have many kids in the neighborhood because, there's no kids my age. So my mom wanted me to grow up and have be at church, yeah, but also be around kids my age. So we made the decision of going over to True Vine, and by the way, still love my grandpa. Wasn't no slight to him. He was still my pawpaw. Well, always will be, and I'll always call him that. Deal with it. And so we went over to True Vine. And True Vine had a lot more people than my grandfather's church. Again, like I said, the choir was my family. And so when we went over there, they had a full-on usher board, and I was like, too many people. And besides, I already learned from the best. They can teach me nothing. No. Oh God, what am I doing? There it is. So I was like, I was really wanted to join the usher board. I think mostly because I only wanted to be on the usher board with Sister Wallace because she was just one of my favorite people. So So my mom was like, all right, cool. You don't be on the usher board, cool, but you got to do something. So my cousin, my mom's best friend's daughter, Lisa, may she also rest in peace. She passed about 10 years ago now. May she rest. I love Lisa so much. I miss her every day. But we were in the car. I remember this specifically. We were in the car, me, Lisa, my mom, and my Aunt Danny, Aunt Danny's my mom's best friend. I call her Aunt Danny. She also tragically passed a few years back. I'm saying that a lot. Good grief. And so we were in the car singing, and Lisa, who was a singer her entire life, said, "Oh, Tommy, you're a tenor. So yeah, you should come join the teen choir at True Vine." So I was like, and my mom was like, "Yep, that's what you're doing." And I was like, "Crap." But okay. I was like, "Okay, Mom." Oh, sing in the choir. But here's a couple of problems. Here's a couple of things here. True Vine had more kids. I was about middle school. A lot of these kids were girls. I was a prepubescent teen, so yeah, I was like, "Oh no, wait, there are cute girls in this choir." No, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. So, oh wait, is this? Yeah, she gets Belias off rip. Joined the choir. And really that's how a lot of that took off. I would just be in church all the time. The funny part was, and this will make your life even harder. All those cute girls, none of them wanted to date me. But there's a reason. I can explain why. It's aside from the fact that I was just known as the church boy, like I really was just known as that. It wasn't just it was that, and it was one other really big thing. I was the most outspoken nerd anyone knew. What I mean by that is I unapologetically admitted to watching cartoons. I wasn't watching pro wrestling yet at this point. And anime, of course, when I got to watch pro wrestling, that just solidified, like, oh, he is not dateable at all, which was fair. I fully admitted to watching cartoons, to watching anime, to watching, all that stuff. Toonami wasn't just a 2-hour block to me. It was a way of life. One day I gotta show y'all like all the Toonami music I've downloaded. Like that's how into Toonami I was. I was downloading the music. I was listening to I was watching the bumpers that they made. I even found, God bless one of this one YouTube channel. They actually found all the old Toonami bumpers and got like the anime that they came from, remastered them and put them out there for fans of it to see again. God bless that channel. But no, and of course, like I said, then I got to then in middle school, because of anime stuff, I was getting into more rock music. So I was listening to it, and then I was and swear, this is 100% true what I'm about to say. I was the only black person most people knew who shopped at Hot Topic. Swear my hand for the Lord. That was one of the only black people that anyone knew who stopped at Hot Topic. Peter Cullen made Toonami. 100%. Optimus Prime made Toonami. Okay, we're doing pretty good. I'm gonna have to start giving them their what am I trying to say? Their the thing. I said the thing and didn't say what it was. Quickenings. I gotta give them their quickening soon. But no. Peter Cullen was a godsend for Toonami. One of my favorite ones was the robot one that he did. A mechanized army of circuitry and metal. These machines built by man serve no one. Honestly, Peter Cullen's the reason why I think I want to do voice acting. I've always loved doing Optimus Prime's voice. I mean, how does this one sound? Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. And this exchange. Prime! One shall stand, one shall fall. Why throw away your life so recklessly? That's a question you should ask yourself, Megatron. God, I loved it. I was sad how the fight ended, of course, but their fight in the original Transformers animated movie, oh my lord. Just what, 5 to 10 minutes of pure awesomeness. You'd fit right in my friend group. You know what? In middle school, there was a guy, Rick. That was his name. I was trying to remember the other day and couldn't remember. Rick. That was his name. His name was Rick. He was the only dude I knew who knew more about anime than anyone else at the time. Rick taught me so much about anime. He even found VHS tapes. He would make copies of stuff for me. You know, this is how far back this was. And he would trade them with me and stuff at school and things like that. Rick was like my anime guru at that, because I did not know know anywhere near as much about anime as I do now. Well, duh, because I was 12, and the internet wasn't a thing yet. That's so crazy to think the internet wasn't a thing at some point in our lives. Rick, he was definitely the anime dude that I would talk. As a matter of fact, I think we were the only two people who were talking about anime at all in high school, middle school. I actually found a group of friends in high school. It was me. Oh God, the names I'm about to say are going to be so do I remember everybody's name? Wait, I don't remember everybody's name. It was me, Josh Jenkins, Ralph Bencourt, John Howard, Gary. Oh damn! I still talk to Gary. What is his last name? Oh my God! I can't remember. I forgot Gary's last name. Gary. I want to say Matsky. Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Gary and Josh Luna. That was our core group of In fact, here's how tight we were. We had an unofficial gaming club at school. Here's why I say unofficial. Our school didn't really have a governing body. It was a very small school, but one of our teachers, Mr. Rob Lashley, that's his name. We would set some Fridays after school, he would let us stay an extra hour or so. And we would bring our game systems. We would leave them in his classroom, and he would get the TV, the TV monitor that some schools would have move around. He would bring that. He would put it in, and at the end of the school day, we would go to his classroom and play video games for another hour or two before we went home. Yeah, man, good times, man. Mr. Lashley was cool. I actually saw him not too long ago. I just remember I ran into one of my we're friends now, so what I'm about to say is actually not as bad, but she was one of my high school crushes. I ran into her today. We've been friends ever since. It was high school, but I ran into her today. She was super cool. And before any of y'all make jokes, no, we're friends. Relax. Besides, Yeah, married. There. I know how the internet likes to run with speculation about things that no one cares about. I'm joking, yo. I can't even lie about how much this has improved my mood. Like seriously, I was like almost not gonna stream at all today, but this really improved my mood. I don't know, Bat Scorpion. I feel like you had one loaded in the chamber, ready to go before I made a joke that cut you off. And you're like, oh darn, now I can't make that joke. I'm just saying, Koba got her attitude from somewhere. Often no one who reads your writing even realizes the joke I just made. I imagine she would crush any opponent. She would crush any opponent. Great, now I just want to see the guy in Mortal Kombat. Actually, no. And I would help. Wow! Oh my god. Well, no need for concern or helping. Koba did get her attitude from me, but I wouldn't. Okay, Bad Scorpion. Cool. Then I apologize. You had no jokes, then I will say. I apologize for thinking you had a joke ready to go. I just thought, you'd go for it. But you know what? Cool. You know what's funny? I always consider Ronin Warriors and Sailor Moon and like Dragon Ball Z some of the first anime I saw, but I think it's because I didn't really count like things like Voltron and Speed Racer because I don't think I saw those as anime, and I still don't think I do mentally. I know they realistically probably count. Like it just in my brain they don't. You know what I mean? And I'm siding with Artemis in this despite not meeting your wife. You've seen pictures of her though, haven't you? Bad Scorpion, I'm sure I posted some enough somewhere where you've seen pictures of her, right? I think I've even done it on here. Wait, what does this one do? Oh, getting improved name. Okay, cool. Okay, so you've seen her. So yeah, no. My wife also has that Filipino power. She's kind of unstoppable. It's kind of like she has the power of She-Ra on at all times. Oh, thank God! I can finally upgrade Penelo's health. Thank you. Good grief, that was annoying that I couldn't do that sooner. Fabulous powers were given to me the day I unsheathed my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull." How did no one know He-Man and Prince Adam were the same person? Yes, Yasuko, she is absolutely gorgeous. 100%, I agree with that. But how did no one know Prince Adam and He-Man were the same person? Like they didn't look that different. In fact, they didn't look different at all. See, but at least with Clark Kent, the glasses kind of help. But then again, there's also Sailor Moon, where no one could tell that Serena / Usagi is Sailor Moon, which Usagi. I said Usagi. Usagi Sailor Moon. And which doesn't make any sense because her face is literally the exact same. At least Tuxedo Mask has a mask. I was wondering what that's the Hades! Same fucking hairstyle! Jason, I feel like you've been waiting to get that off your chest for somebody to bring up. Yo. Jason legit tripping out about that. Okay, yeah. Thanks again, guys, for joining me on the stream tonight. This is. Oh my god, I feel so much better. Yo, Jason had to get that off his chest. Bad Scorpion, me too. I love this chat. Yes, I don't worry about that to say. Oh. No, she was just as bad. There was no reason, like, for the honor of Grayskull, I am She-Ra! Hey, guys! Did you hear someone scream, I am She-Ra? It came from that direction Princess Adora just ran to! Hey, you guys see that flying horse? Doesn't it look like Princess Adora's horse? Just suddenly it has wings! My stomach hurts. Oh, God! Yo, that was funny! Oh, my God. And Skeletor had to be the biggest idiot on the planet. Who is He-Man? We must find out and destroy him! Not now! Let Prince Adam, just because you're locked in that cage. Huh. Prince Adam is here and He-Man is nowhere to be found. Could it be that... Oh, I'm being ridiculous. There's no way they're the same person. Now to attack Castle Grayskull. He-Man will surely appear. Man-at-Arms, you rescued Prince Adam. No worries. He-Man still hasn't shown up. He-Man? How did you appear? Huh. I wonder. Nah, it couldn't be the same person. Yeah! A platypus puts on a fedora. Parry the platypus! Phineas and Ferb is one of the best cartoons that came out of all time because it fit into the mold of like cartoons that were just like fun because they were fun. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some kind of like, it wasn't trying to be more than what it was, if that makes any sense. Like I loved everything Perry the Platypus related. Like the fact that Doofenshmirtz was evil, and by evil I just mean like he had like the worst life ever. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Yeah, he was bad at being a villain. And actually, if you want to be real, like the only thing that was really evil about him was he was just kind of a terrible father. Even that was just like, dude, just be a better dad to your kid. I think a lot would be forgiven if you just kind of like chilled out about that ish. A platypus? Bury the platypus! Behold my whatever-inator! Oh god, now I gotta watch Phineas and Ferb. I love the episode where they all are like graduating high school and everything because that finally gave us the couple. I was like, can we please just, come on, just stop playing with games. Quit playing games with my heart. Because sometimes I wish I could turn back time. Impossible as it might seem. I mean, if anyone... I shouldn't have to go any further with this joke because everyone should know what I'm referencing at this point. Well, if you mention good... This is actually very true. This is actually very true. He's actually a good evil dad. Unlike that bastard Shao Tucker. There was one of the Facebook groups I'm in. It posted a status. It posts all these anime characters. It says you have 3 bullets. Who were you shooting? And I said immediately, I'm shooting Shao Tucker twice. I'm shooting Shao Tucker twice. And then mine from Rising of the Shield Hero was on there. I said I'm shooting her once because that you know what, I'm gonna say it. That bitch had to go. I hate mine so much. She accused the guy of not good assault, and then lied about it because she's a compulsive liar. And then tried to kill her own sister. Wow, Penella, I ran through your points. Good grief. Everybody else has a lot left. You were like down to like the thousands. Okay. All right. I feel like I missed... No. Okay. Okay, so now to do everyone's quickenings. Rise of the Shield Hero, I like it very much, but mine, she, and I cannot stress this enough, had to go. I hate mine. She's still alive in the anime, and I will be so happy when she actually dies. I don't care. Side note, her mom is smoking hot. Like, uncomfortably so. And by uncomfortably so, I mean, no, I'm comfortable with it. You know, I think I'm remembering how I beat so many of the Espers last time. I think I did just level everybody up to the point where, like, they had no choice but to be able to beat them. Wait, hold on. LP100, LP130. Oh, if I do these 3, that should... Excuse me. Yeah, that should do it. Why one for two? Because because the trauma I went through for the Shao Tucker arc, and have you ever watched Full Metal Alchemist, Bat Scorpion? Either the original or Brotherhood. Doesn't matter which one. Have you ever watched it? I'll wait till you answer before I continue. Because like how you answer is very important to what I say next. Mainly because I don't want to spoil anything for you. Okay, you have it. Okay, I won't spoil why, but I'll put it this way. Every anime fan who's ever seen... Oh, I watch both. So, okay, so Jason, you've seen both. Bat Scorpion, you don't care. And Kate, if you're still there, I'll wait till you. I'll wait till you answer too. Because just in case you ever plan on watching it. But I'll say this as a start. Shao Tucker gave us one of the most, and I'm not stressed, and I can't stress this enough, traumatizing moments in any anime of all time. To this day, I am still not okay. To this day, I am not okay with what happened. I'll put it this way. I'll wait because I'm still waiting for Kate to respond. It doesn't involve anything. It doesn't involve anything. I'll say PDF file inappropriate. It doesn't involve that. It doesn't involve that. So I'll say that much. But he's still the biggest piece of monkey garbage in the history of anime. He's the worst dad. He's the worst dad in anime, and Gon's father from Hunter x Hunter is still a thing. I think Gon's father is one of the worst fathers in anime. In case that wasn't clear. No, freaking, oh god, Shao Tucker, jeez, hate that jackass. Oh, you know what? No, this. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Shao Tucker did his own daughter so disgustingly dirty. Not in a PDF file sense, but just in a I hate you forever sense. That I'm not okay. Like what he did. Okay, so you know what? I'll do the thing that I usually do. Hold on. Anyone who doesn't want spoilers, stop listening right now. Stop listening right now. I'll unpause it. I'll pause it again when I'm done. So I'm gonna spoil it right now, and I'm gonna pause it again when I'm unspoiled. So spoilers start now. Okay. So Bad Scorpion. Shao Tucker in Fullmetal Alchemist, of course, as you can tell by the title, alchemy is a huge thing. You know, taking matter and everything like that. So, Shao Tucker, he was a state alchemist that hadn't shown any kind of promise in years. He wanted to make a chimera. He had a daughter, and he had a dog. I think you could tell where I'm going with this. Here's why this is traumatizing for anime fans, and oh my god, I'm reliving it. When in the episode where he says like, "Can you help me? Like, can you help me?" She's like, "Yes, father, of course." And it's like, and you knew her fate was sealed when he said that ish. And then the main characters, they find the chimera later, and Tucker's daughter would always call Edward, the main character, Big Brother. So when he found the chimera, he's like, "Oh, you must be." It's like, "Oh, you're." And then she said, "Big Brother," and I remember losing my ish. I was broken from that moment on. I was like, no, that is not what's happening right now. Oh god. Yo, the Shao Tucker moment he got away with it in the original. I don't think he got away with it in the in Brotherhood. I think in Brotherhood he got killed for it. Is it 11 o'clock already? I didn't even realize. Oh wow. Yeah, if you ever watch Fullmetal, you know what's really sad, Bad Scorpion? I just told you what happened, and I still have not adequately prepared you for if you ever watch it. I can promise you that right now. Even though I told you exactly what's gonna happen, when you see it, you'll still be like, I wasn't ready. You won't be. Nothing I can say is gonna adequately prepare you for when that moment shows up. It's not. I can't express enough how nothing prepares you for that. Because again, I know what happens, and I'll put it to you this way, Bad Scorpion. That moment happened in the original about 20 years ago, in Brotherhood 10 years ago. Whenever I rewatch Full Metal, I still can't handle watching those episodes. I still can't do it. I still cannot handle rewatching those episodes. Yeah, Edward. It hurts Edward. Yeah. She. I've seen Shao Tucker cosplays. I'm like, bro, do you just want belt put straight to ass right now? Because I will happily kick your ass if that's what you're asking for, bro. Oh, God. So basically what I'm saying is all my homies hate Shao Tucker. Oh, man. Now, Shao Tucker, F him in particular. He got to die, and he got to die twice. Yeah, all the real ones hate Shao Tucker. Sounds like how I felt watching Saving Private Ryan, despite knowing I knew that guy. Yeah, I Saving Private Ryan is a really good movie, and that's also when it's like that's too realistic even for me. Like it's like nope, can't watch this too many times. I guess it's also reminiscent. I guess also it's harder for me because like my dad who was in the Marines and knowing like that kind of thing is a really that's happened to a lot of servicemen and women. Just it's like geez man, like people who went through that ish. God. All right. Wait, what does Sash do? Oh, immune to slow. Yeah, that's. Which one of these was immune to stop? Not stop. Power. I gotta get more of those. But there was something else. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Black belt. All right, now for the gambits. Okay. And I'll do more of this later, but... So that did take us about as long as I thought it would, which was literally the past hour and a half, so... sorry. Someone's got me to cry twice in one viewing, and I mean, that can't get you to cry once. A movie that has gotten me to cry, and it got me to... And this got me to cry on the first viewing, which was worse, because I know how the book ends. The Long Walk. Is that the Stephen King story that the movie that just came out? I think it's called The Long Walk. The last 20 to 30 minutes of that movie broke me something fierce. I remember thinking just like, geez Louise, this movie is heartbreaking. And it's just like, oh my God, man. He has Ulan and Knight. She has Red Battle Mage and Knight. I might give him Ulan and Footbreaker later. I might switch that out one more time too. But for now, so he has Float. Oh, she has a lot of white magic ones. Okay, that's cool. Actually, no. The first one broke me because they killed off the other. Okay, and I think I already know who you're talking about. But yeah, no, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because I hadn't read the books yet when the first Hunger Games came out, and when that character died, I was like, so why am I watching the rest of this movie? Legitimately how I felt. I was like, so we're turning it off now, right? gosh, what do you even have anymore? Okay. You got some stuff. That's cool. Actually, wait. You should be able to do some more than that. Arise! Optimus Prime. Transformers 1 was so good, everybody should go watch it. Does he not have Libra anymore? I think I showed that he doesn't. Yeah, I did. Okay. I was watching it at the theater with my grandmother. Cousin had the books and wanted me to read it. She kept looking at me like, "What is happening right now?" Nah, the first Hunger Games was very much a very much a tour de force of emotions, and I very much enjoyed the first movie. I enjoyed the second. 3 and 4 did not need to be a 3 and 4. I disliked movies that started doing that, like just because, like, oh no, because Harry Potter did it. It's like, no, that doesn't mean all of you need to though. Like, it makes sense that there was a mystery. Yeah, see, everyone did that last book in the 2 movies thing after Harry Potter did it, but I think everyone forgot Harry Potter had enough of material to where that was necessary. And one movie that did not have enough material for that was the freaking last 2 Twilight movies. Oh my lord. I will never, as long as I'm black living and on this earth, understand why the last 2 Twilight movies even needed to exist. I mean, I already hate Twilight, like, just in general. But the fact that someone said, no, this needs 2 movies. Why? For what reason? Give me one good reason this needed 2 movies. Just one. Okay, let's go do something. I did all this. Let's go do something. I've done nothing for the past hour and a half except re-raise the license boards and talk. There are 4 Twilight books. What happened? The first book was They Meet. The second book was They're Further Idiots. The third book. What was the third? I can't remember what the third book. I mean, saying any of the Twilight books sucked is like saying getting shot in this area also hurts. You know, I mean, duh. Yeah, let's go here. Again, for me, saying that Twilight sucks, just like, okay, yeah, the sun also rose this morning. All right, let's I'll save it here again. Let's see how what if I just wasted a whole hour and a half, or if this works better. I didn't waste an hour and a half. I'm hanging out with you guys, so how could I have possibly have wasted time? Did I not give Ash her other... Hold on. I didn't. I thought I gave her all her quickenings. I did not. What did I not do that for? Could have sworn. Okay. No, that's probably what I did. I probably went over to Penelo's by accident and didn't realize that that's what I did. Okay, hers I guess doesn't really matter where I give her the last one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right. Wait, did I skip Penel too? Wait, did I? Wait, man, I just wasn't paying attention. The first 15 minutes, the last 15 minutes were good, but hour and a half in between. Why? Why? Not why. Why? But why? I agree. No, all of Twilight, I'm asking why, because I'm like, why? Who wanted this? I don't understand. Who said? Hey, this is a good idea? Because they lied. Stephanie Meyer's forever my enemy, by the way, because like she wrote it, and because she wrote it, she must pay. I can do a whole stream about complaining about Twilight. You want me to do a whole live stream complaining about Twilight? I will do it. I do not care. I hate Twilight. I have a friend who gave me a Twilight gift. Okay, you know what? That's fair. You know, yeah. Okay, that was pretty good. I think cinema therapy has. I hate to watch those just so I can see what they say. See, my problem with Twilight overall is the overall concept, more or less. It's like you oh, how should I put this? If you're gonna have, they have to bring it to two. I mean, well, yeah, because you can hate Twilight so much you can forget what you can get lost in the hatred so easily. Are y'all diseased? Oh my god. Y'all are idiots. No, it takes more than a half hour to talk about how bad Twilight is. It takes at least 2 to 3 hours. I'll show y'all. And again, this is coming from someone who has actually never read the books and was forced to sit through like 2 of the movies because of who I was dating at the time. I have still not forgiven her for this. And I'm making a point to bring it up whenever we talk. We're still friends to this day, but I tell her all the time about that time. It's like yes, we're friends, and I have and I get it. You wanted to see it at the time, but nope. I wonder. So that doesn't even work with. That's lame. That's really lame. Dang it. No, my overall problem with Twilight, like I said, is the premise. Vampires falling in love with humans, that's cool, but they do it in the most uncomfortable way, to where even me, who like as a Doctor Who, okay, because I kind of had this over the story, the fan fiction I want to do. Of like a character who time travels because they're younger, they're a minor when everyone knows them, but when they return, they're all right, cool, got to level up there to Ash, who's now 56. But they're older, so now that they're older, and it's been like a year or so, there are other characters who now find them attractive, and that's very tricky to do, but the difference is, A, it's been a long time, and another, nobody's in high school anymore. No, because vampires suck was at least meant to be a joke. Really? Oh god, I hate this stupid disease thing. Alright, let's go back. Y'all just had to step into the trap, didn't you? No, seriously, because like Vampire Suck was meant to be a parody. At least the parody was meant to be funny. Twilight takes itself seriously, and I think that's the biggest problem with it, is that it takes itself seriously. It's like, no, we're gonna tell this dark, tragic story about this in-love couple. No! She's a high school kid and she's an idiot. Leveled up. Oh, you know what? Since they leveled up, we can actually switch out some people now. Oh, not Bosch, my bad. Are his guns really that much weaker? Good lord. Gotta get him a better gun. That's a crazy sentence. Although he gets extra points, including the shipping wars amongst fans. I mean, fair. To me, that was almost worse. If you ask me the fact that the shipping wars, because it's like you know, who gets the I gotta give the thing that makes it. Oh. Can she not add anything else? Okay, yeah, because... I didn't give Fred her last one either. Wow. I'm dropping the ball. Huh. I find the ship stupid. Okay, that's what I was saying. Because it's like... No, she should be with Edward. No, she should be with Jacob. I was like, they're all terrible choices. They're all... That was my problem. They're all terrible choices. Because, again, Edward's ancient, and Jacob had an obsessive-compulsive disorder that no one was diagnosing. Not obsessive, because he had an obsession disorder when it came to Bella. Is that her name? Oh, what was the chick's name? Was it Bella? Am I right? I can't remember her name anymore. I don't know why. And then, don't get me started on the kid thing, the baby thing. Okay. This and okay. I already hated Twilight before this. I can't lie. But when I heard about this, I was like, somebody arrest the woman who wrote this. The whole him imprinting on the baby thing. I said, this woman needs to be in jail. She needs to be in jail. Not jail, jail. Prison. Lock her away. Do not let her near anyone ever Bella, yes. I wouldn't call it OCD. Yeah, I wouldn't call it OCD. That part was wrong. I take that back. That was wrong. I apologize for that. I misspoke. But he was obsessed with her. Yeah, but the bathing. Okay. I know it's gonna sound like I'm being a hypocrite considering the time travel thing I said before, but that's way different. That is so far removed from the same thing. It's not even in the same. It's not even the same continent of what I was talking about. Because that whole did no, absolutely freaking not. No. That one did that, and I was like, she needs to go to jail, prison, with the quickness. Because oh, he printed so they're good at it. No, that's creepy, lady. What's wrong with you? Where in your mind did you see that as a good story thread? Absolutely freaking not. Ew. Don't do that. Never do that. What is wrong with you? Why would you do that? That was single-handedly one of the stupidest and worst things I'd ever heard in my entire life. Okay. Fran coming through with the combos now. Okay, she done playing with you hoes. Okay. But now that oh man, yeah, I can do a stream about how much I hate Twilight. Just on a writing level, on just a pure stance of a writing level, how much I think Twilight's just a terrible thing to have. It's like, and people defend this. Like that's the scary part. Oh, that's also why I fully believe in my writing, and while I'll never stop until I make it, because it's like, if Twilight can make it, I can make it. That's how I view life. Twilight made it. I gotta make it. I gotta make it. Oh, that's why, again, for those of you who are, if you're watching and you're just joining, my second book will be uploading soon. Well, not uploading soon, but like it's in the final draft phases now, and I will hopefully before the summer's out have a lot of very good news. Why does Fran look hotter now that she's holding a giant staff? I think I answered my own question, and I will not speak further. Holy crap, is Balthier faster now? With his shots? What the? Where did that come from? He's taking forever to shoot before. Oh my god! his health did go down a little bit. I can see that. Like I think from his license points didn't have as many Jeez, man! Alright, read all that. There we go. Come to think of it, reading a bad book for it to be Richard Downstream. Really? That's really cool. He told the first version of Watership on a long car trip, although they begged him to write it, he wasn't. Sorry, I just heard they all went blind for a second there. Yeah, although they begged him to write it, he wasn't confident in his writing until he read a bad book and was like, I can do better. That they being his kids, by the way. That's really cool. I mean, and ironically, me reading a book that, like, a book I read was so good, I was convinced I could also write something like that as well. Was when I read the Night Angel trilogy. Because I remember reading that and thinking, I can do this. I can do this. His defense is way down. I wonder if I should give him Foe Breaker just so I can. Oh, nice. So he's at 55. Friend's still at 54. So, okay. So I guess the next big thing I should level up. Fran and Vaughn. I should go back to the neck roll. But I don't know. Just staying here might be more productive. Okay, I'm gonna go save, guys. I think this was pretty productive, and you guys really did help my mood a lot. I appreciate that, like, so much. And they were heavy on status effects out here. Jeez Louise. That's kind of not cutting it right now either. I wonder why her. I think maybe I did one of her magics like lower. What's the my favorite book is here? We're reading about British authors. I think most of my British influences amazingly come from like watching stuff like Sherlock and Doctor Who, or you know, watching like period piece stuff, which I love to watch. Like just like and of course that's also where I get like a lot of French influences of mine, like Three Musketeers, Men in the Iron Mask, that kind of thing. The Count of Monte Cristo especially. Oh my lord, that's probably one of my hands down one of my favorite movies of all time. The 2002. Count of Monte Cristo with Jim Caviezel and Guy Pearce. Movie's untouchable in my opinion. In fact, maybe I'll watch that tonight before I go to sleep. What's her Okay, so I think we're gonna stick with this new configuration, and I'll probably make this my main save pretty soon. I may go back and put that other save as a secondary save file and move this one to the first one, but I'll do that probably off camera. But I think that's going to be about all for me tonight, guys. I want to thank y'all so much for joining in. Like I said, this really did help my mood. I feel a lot better now, and I thank y'all for that. It's really cool, everyone, how y'all came in and cheered me up. Like I said, this week was really not the best. In fact, it was quite bad. But doing this, talking with y'all, having fun with y'all was really awesome, and I thank you all for it. I'm just doing one last run through real quick, see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Okay, maybe I should go to sleep. No, I'm not going to sleep. What am I talking about? Yes, that's great. Thank you for that. As a fact, I'm gonna message someone right now. Okay. Now we play the waiting game. It's all a matter of time. Okay. That was lame. Uh, uh, okay. Friend, I redid your license board and you still have some of the least amount of license points out of everybody. How is that even possible? Sorry. I also saw I hadn't replied to a couple of people, and I was replying to them after sending the message. What if I give Ulan and Foebreaker? Would that make a difference? I may go back and redo just his license board. Oh, I did give him Matthias. That's where a lot of his extra magic stuff came from. But I might give him Foebreaker. Even though I kind of hate Foebreaker, it might help his license board out a bit. Hers were a Battle Mage at night, though. It makes sense. Oh, but she doesn't have a lot of license points left. Oh. Penelo either. Okay. Now I know that. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Real American hero. G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Ah. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. I'll play with this enough. Okay, so if I can stream tomorrow, then tomorrow we will be doing story stuff. I'll probably do story stuff tomorrow. If I don't go to Houston Sunday, I'll be back. I should be back in like the afternoon, maybe evening. We'll see. But if I go to Houston, fingers crossed, then no stream Sunday, but I'll be back at it Monday. I might do some more leveling off camera because we're towards the end of the. I do know for a fact we're towards the end of the game now. So we can start doing end of the game stuff like some last minute hunts. I gotta go back down to the Lissu mines. I gotta level up before I go back down there though. So you know what? I need to get everybody to level 60. That's what you know what? If I don't stream for a couple days, maybe that's what I try to do off camera is explore. If I explore Necrawl more, then I'll definitely record that at least. But I'll probably just end up just sticking around this area. I think that's what I did before. I'll stick in this area and level up. And then if I can get everyone to level 60 before 60, and if I can spend a few days doing it, I'll even go to level 70, but that could take forever. But we'll see. Oh, damn. You increase the game speed. Huh. And you increase the battle speed. Oh, I get it. So in battle mode, whenever you go to the screen, it was still happy with it. Oh, no. Leave that off. Go to wait. Turn it when it's on like that. Okay. I like this. I can't believe we have to go further into to find this stupid Gilgamesh. Son of a... Alright, so I'll stop there. Say one more time. And I will see you guys, if not tomorrow, then, and if not tomorrow, and if not Sunday, then definitely Monday. We'll be back at it. Whether watching this live VOD doesn't matter to me, and I mean that in earnest. It matters that you guys watch, and I appreciate that. We are sitting at 199 subscribers here on YouTube and 29 on Twitch. I found out today. That shows you how much I'm paying attention. So thank you guys for that. We are so close to 200 and 200 here and 30 over there. Still over 1K on IG, which is insane to me to think about, but I appreciate that. I really appreciate everything. Thank you guys so much for helping me out tonight. And like I said, it made all the difference in the world, and I really appreciate it. So you guys have a good night, and everything, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for today. I appreciate it more than you know. Be good to yourselves, be good to each other. You go in this crazy world, just be good people. And I'll catch you guys next time. Minasan, take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. Sayonara. Peace.